How's it going, guys? It's disgusting today. Very humid. It's my cat. Humid and not even warm. It's like a sauna. I have two air conditioners running, and it's still absolutely disgusting indoors. Outside, it's even worse. New York City has such a climate that when I first moved here with my family, we moved here in early July, and everything was fine. Oh, this is pretty good. And then in about 2 weeks, a major heat wave hit New York City, and it was so bad for people who've never been exposed to these extreme sauna-like conditions. It was so bad that I remember when my parents had to take a subway. They had to take care of some paperwork. They were zigzagging across the street, going into various stores like pharmacies and stuff to cool down. It was literally unbearable. So in this video today, I would like to talk about hooks. I don't have any examples for you. Like, I'm not gonna play any music. I'm not going to play any guitar. But the concept of a hook, as my understanding goes, a hook is some kind of a musical figure, even some kind of a sound effect that is in your music. It could be almost like an opening riff kind of thing. It's a hook. Anything where it's a kind of signature little motif or sound effect, and makes your song memorable. So those for example, in this '90s band Sugar Ray, there was this like sampled guitar riff. Da-da-dum, 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 dum, dum, da-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, dum. That's considered a hook. Um, I guess even Smoke on the Water, the opening riff is considered a hook. It's something that hooks you into the song. So when working on any song, my personal approach, when I have the power to be creative, bless you, bless you. She's sneezing because of her own fur. The irony. So when I have the creative power to actually work on a song, I I try I try whenever possible to come up with some kind of identifiable hook. Every song has its own, if not a hook in the definitional sense, some kind of a signature characteristic, some kind of a even a unique kind of a guitar tone. For example, the intro. I'm working on this song. I can't play it for you yet, but I'm working on a song, and I came up with a hook, and that involves running my guitar. It's all done in my Line 6 Helix, the processor, but I'm running my guitar through distortion and a rotary Leslie speaker, and that gives it this very, very unusual sound that I've never heard before on any record, and maybe somebody's used it before, but it's not a common kind of sound. So when you hear it, you kind of ears kind of perk up. It's like, oh, that's a unusual sound. Like, what instrument is that? It's sort of like I thought of an example. Mother's Little Helper by the Rolling Stone. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun. Very simple, but what is that? Is that a sitar or a sitar through some kind of a effects box? I don't even know. Sounds like some kind of electric guitar thing, but that little motif in the song keeps repeating and repeating, and you you will not hear another Rolling Stone song with dun 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 or any other song like that. It's been claimed by the song. and that's a hook. That's a signature trademark motif, sound effect. So that's what I feel is very important, because there's been so much music recorded throughout the years. Everything's been done. So try to, well, it's an exaggerated statement, but you know what I mean. Like there have been so many songs recorded. To stand out from this mass of carbon copied kind of copy pasta, come up with something interesting, something unique, something unusual, because that's what people remember, the unusual, quirky sounds, maybe even out of tune slightly. That's right. Sometimes when you have it's like those early hip hop songs, right, from the 90s. They were using, none of that stuff was done on the computer. They were using primitive samplers, and sometimes the samples did not perfectly align in terms of intonation, right? So, and those samples were like out of tune slash dissonant, but you remember those samples. You immediately kind of recognize which song it is. So maybe even imperfections could be a good kind of a hook. I'm not saying everything should be just rough and scratchy and like don't sing out of tune on the whole tune, or play out of tune, or like be off your rhythm, but something unusual, something unique, something like that is very, very important. Another example, I've already talked about this tons of times, but on my guitar I can get a bunch of unusual sound combinations from the pickups, sounds that you don't normally hear in rock songs, and they become hooks. So, all right, that's it. Stay cool. Bye.